Hello, good morning. You're watching QTV this morning. I am Ibrahim Balde. We are back again on another edition of your favorite morning program. And how was your weekend? I mean, mine was good. We didn't experience a lot of rain this weekend. You know, I don't know of your area, but my area, there wasn't, much rain.
You're right.
It was drizzling, but not much rain.
Nothing serious.
Yeah, so I'm with Mr. Adi Drame. Good morning, Mr. Adi. How are you?
Good morning, Mr. Balde.
I'm
fine.
You're not feeling very.
I'm not at the top of my game, but hey, what can we do?
You enjoyed the weekend?
If only. I was complaining before we came on air that in our area, Coastal Road area, we haven't had electricity since Saturday.
Oh, wow.
And up to the time I left to come to work this morning, we still had not had electricity. So, of course, it means almost everything in my fridge that is perishable has perished.
Oh, you have to dispose it. Oh, wow. Yeah. Unfortunately. Yeah. But I'm pretty sure, those responsible are watching, and they will try to address that. It's along the coastal route, you know, near the bridge.
Yeah, others who live nearby said they had for maybe 3 or 4 hours, but nothing as prolonged as ours. So.
Yeah. So we don't have to allow the minister to, you know, just sit and watch us talking. But Honorable Minister, good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Balde, and good morning, Mr. Drame.
Good morning, sir.
And good morning, viewers, and good to be back.
It's good to be back here. Yeah. I wish, you don't have to do suits anymore. You don't have to do any other thing. You know, maybe you get, some of these things, maybe 10 or 15 of them. Well, you know, they look good on you.
Well, it was donated to me, so I thank the person who gave it to me, and I'm very, very grateful.
Yes, you know, there was a time I was like, okay, why not Africa? We try to just put on the things that we have in Africa. We do a lot of British stuff, you know, we call it British stuff, the English boy thing.
Yes, if you go to the Nigerian parliament or you see the Nigerian cabinet, almost all of them are wearing
African attire.
African attire. Less so in some of the other sort of Anglophone.
It was given to me by the Vice Chancellor of, over there they call her President of Cottington University in Liberia.
Okay.
So I went to attend as a guest speaker on one of the international conferences on quality assurance on within higher education.
Okay.
So at the end of the ceremony, so they gave it to me as a gift.
In appreciation.
So,
and they had your right size as well.
Exactly.
Thank you.
But Minister, thank you for coming to the program. Sometimes on this program, the most difficult thing is the African proverb. But I think we should tell the viewers what else we have on our menu, as well as the minister who will be giving us an update on his ministry. We'll also be having a spokesperson from Ministry of regarding the absconding migrants, because that's been a much talked about.
The principal labor officer.
Yes, you know, that's been a much talked about subject, and I think it's one that we have to address and have to deal with. But yeah, so shall we delve into the proverb?
The African code, Mr. Adedam.
Yes, it says the fruit tree is treated with respect. It said it's a Zulu proverb or quote. The fruit tree is treated with respect. What's your take on that, Minister?
Well, it's a bit far from our setup, all the way in South Africa, the Zulu. But, well, my little understanding is, you know, the fruits are byproducts of the tree. And treating it with respect, it means also you are treating the tree with respect. But the children of a family head and so on and so forth, treating them with respect, also treating that head of the family with respect. And it goes beyond also our family setup and also within the country and so on and so forth. And outside that, for me, the key word there is respect. Yeah, that is when you treat thy neighbor, and for me it goes beyond now that thy neighbor, it's spiritual also. Thy neighbor is anybody created by God. Treat that person with respect. So then now, the Most High, God, will now treat you as you deserve. And then now the gate of heaven will be widely open for you. So for me, it's being open to thy neighbor. And thy neighbor is everybody. So we should also be humble enough also to open up and treat others with respect. And also be nice with everybody. For me, that's from that angle I'm looking at it. And I want to believe that it's a lesson for all of us, for people like us as leaders, also like me, to understand, like today I'm minister, but that power belongs to God. At any given time, God can take it from me. So treat people with respect, because tomorrow you might also join them. So understand that the table can turn and embrace everybody.
It reminds me.
What's your take?
It reminds me the song that Lucky Dube said, "Be nice to the people when going up the ladder, because you will need them when coming down."
Exactly.
You understand?
Of course.
You know, it's telling you how people. For me, I have a different interpretation. You know, how people are more attached to benefits. Right. You understand? They treat the fruit tree with respect. You understand? People are more attached to these things. I mean, something that benefits them, more of an interest-based thing, because it's my interest to treat the fruit tree with respect. It reminds me, we have 2 lime trees in our house, and you know, recently I've seen my dad replace those lime trees with oranges. You understand?
Okay.
So although lime is very important,
yes,
but you can see how people are more particular with the orange than the lime. Sometimes these oranges, they will be mature to an extent. Some of them get rotten. You won't even realize they're there. But the oranges, sometimes people won't allow them to even ripe properly.
They pluck them.
Yeah.
So because they're going to reap the benefits of the fruit, that you treat the tree with respect.
You can see it's more of a beneficial thing.
I can hear. I can relate to that. I mean, for me, again, if you look at the minister's remit, education, you know, if you know what this situation means is that the society, the country will benefit from our students, our pupils. We treat them with respect. We give them what they need to learn. We will all benefit from it. You know, that's the fruit that will be born by, you know, you give them a good education. You make sure that, you know, we praise the Farababanta campus because it made it a very kind of conducive environment. That's kind of watering the plant almost. And, you know, the fruit that it will bear is, of course, you know, people end up, if they are in good surroundings, they tend to perform better and so on. And so, you know, the society benefits from them. So, you know, can extract it from that. But I like what he said about respect. And, you know, my father, you know, bless him, when growing up, he always used to tell us that, you know, he said, even the king or the pauper, treat them with respect. Give them equal respect. Never bow to anybody. Yes, you respect somebody's position, but you don't bow to them.
You don't bow to them.
Neither do you look down on the person who is the poor man or the pauper. And that he kind of fed into us when we were growing up. So
he's trying to create that sense of balance. I mean,
about
to
respect,
make sure
respect everybody.
You know, respect is reciprocal at some point. You know, we need to respect each other, respect each other's space. I mean, even if you treat the lowest person with respect, you know, you can see how that individual is going to respect
and respond to that, the fact that you treat them with respect, of course, in spite of their so-called lowly position, because you never know. Tomorrow, that person might be elevated, as the minister rightly said. You know, for the moment, God has placed him in this position, but that could easily be taken away.
Absolutely.
And then what next? So,
yes.
So thank you for that,
That's
Minister.
it. On that note, we'll we'll head straight to our discussion. Yes. And like I said, we'll take a look at some of the... he'll update us as to what his ministry is currently on. And what are the major ongoing projects at your ministry, Honorable?
Well, thank you very much once again. And yes, the Ministry of Higher Education, Research, Science and Technology, is, as part of our core mandates, is really to develop the human capital of this country, and that's what we are trying to do. As you know, in June we inaugurated the famous USET, University of Applied Science, Engineering and Technology. Not only we inaugurated, we under the dynamic leadership of His Excellency President Adama Barrow, but also we had the golden opportunity to make history. That day, the first cohort of homegrown engineers, graduated.
I was one of those celebrating, as if they were my family.
6 years after independence, we were able to graduate the first cohort of homegrown engineers in mechanical engineering, civil engineering, and electronic engineering. We never had that since independence. So we thank God that we have, because it was just a small number. We started with 47, though because of the challenges at that time, a good number of them, because this is engineering, it was a bit tough for some of them. And because we were also working with Kwame Nkrumah University, so the rigor was there. And De Montfort University, Leicester, for the entrepreneurship and innovation component. So it was tough for some, and they left. But those who were able to finish, cross the finishing line, we thank God for that. It's a small number. But interestingly, at that time, around June, we had at least the cohort that we had around that time, the last cohort, was close to 200. Imagine you move from 47 to 200. And now, waiting for this one, for this semester, is going to be more than that. So imagine from zero, after 6 years of independence, we're now envisaging now getting hundreds of young Gambians into engineering. And
Minister, the reason this matters, of course, is because previously, when we didn't have these, we were having to import that kind of brain power and expertise and so on, and it's costing us a lot. And this is the main challenge. And the reason our crusade, and I underline that word, was to really address exactly what you said. We cannot. Since 1965, we claim our autonomy, independence from the British, that we can do it on our own. 6 years after independence, we cannot. You and I cannot produce one homegrown engineer. That we will get loans, get grants, and then now, in millions of dollars. But then we will have to get people from outside, pay them, for them to come and do the work for us, and the money goes out again. So technically,
it doesn't make sense.
Technically, on paper, the Gambia has received millions of dollars from this and that and that. Everybody should say, oh, they receive money. But at the end of the day, the money is going out.
Well, Minister, I think that makes sense. At the end of the time, it will not remain here, so it will still be the same thing. You taking the loan, at the same time it will come, then it goes again.
But then when you have Gambians who qualify in those, you're not paying somebody who is from
remains
outside.
Here.
Exactly. That's the opportunity. And now with this approach, we're really going to change the narratives. And by the way, we've now finished that one. And immediately we finished, we now sat down at the ministry to do our homework and now start working on phase 2. The order to bring other engineering programs like computer engineering, architecture and design, oil and gas, among other engineering programs that we need to have. So we've developed now a proposal. We are fine-tuning it. This week we're going to finalize it, and then we will start engaging development partners. And God willing, maybe one day manners will come down from heaven for us to now roll out now the second phase. So that we have maximum number of engineers. But the long-term vision is not only for the Gambia. because at the end of the day, we cannot turn all Gambians into engineers.
No, of course not.
But the objective is for the Gambia to be an education hub. People to come to the Gambia for education tourism. Yeah. That is our vision. And that's why we dream, and it's not a crime to dream. And we will continue pushing. And so we done with USET, and also still with USET, that is for the College of Engineering, but also USET has the TVET centers. Yeah. We have most likely by the end of the month, end of December, roughly the work would be done in CRR North, in Wasu, for the TVET Center, multipurpose. Okay. And it will have everything. You'll have the academic block. It's already, in fact, that one is ready, sort of. You have the admin block. You also have the lecturers, senior. You'll have accommodation for senior lecturers. You have accommodation for junior lecturers. You have also dormitories for the students and their restaurant and so on and so forth. You will also have workshops. Also, in addition to the academic block, you also have workshops for different programs. Let's say for welding and fabrication, for carpentry, for auto mechanic, and all. You have different workshops and so on. And they will be getting also, equipment for that once it is done. This same in CRR, this time in CRR South, in Pachar, we also work is on, and it will be ready next year. That is for the agribusiness, another agribusiness that we're going to have agribusiness center. And we also going to transform our TVET center in Demban, because right now it's a multi-purpose center, but plans are on the way. Once we are ready to start the construction, we're going to move the students there to Kanilai, which is operational now, so that they run the other programs to serve as a multi-purpose, and Demban center to be transformed into a TVET center on agribusiness. Okay, and Tujareng, around here in the Kombus, we're going to build in the coming months. We're going to advertise the contract. So right for the TVET Center on fisheries and aquaculture, as I'm talking to you, the team of consultants for the design, the team is around. I met them on Friday, and they are working on it. And they will not go back until the design is done. They did a preliminary presentation on Friday. So we made some comments. So they're going back to make the necessary adjustment. And that's going to be the first time for us to have that type of TVET center. It's going to be a center of excellence. We have the funding for that under the World Bank RISE project. Is there too, we are not just going to train for the Gambia, but also for the sub-region, and the ultimate objective, at least for the start, they will run certificate and diploma program, but later on, they will run degree programs. There is BSc in fisheries and aquaculture, marine science, food technology, and so on, so food science and so on, among other stuff. Then later, they will run master's programs and PhDs. Well, at that time, some of us would have left the ministry, okay? But Mr. Balde and Mr. Drame would have come and then now transform the place, and they would have done better. But the objective is to put the foundation really for us to have something really different. That's for USET. And for then the Faraba, we are, you've noticed, with the School of Arts and Science, School of Education, School of ITC, School of Business and Public Administration, the library and other facilities. But now the second phase, work is in progress, and that is the Chancery building, 7 stories, and also the Faculty of Law, and the School of Agriculture and Environmental Sciences, which is going to have 14 laboratories. They're going to move from 0 to 14 laboratories. And God willing, we are working towards December So all roads will lead to Faraba Banta yet again, God willing, on the 27th.
You mean in December, as in for inaugurating?
Yes.
Really?
That is to inaugurate the second phase.
Okay.
That is, and the date is on the 27th of December.
Okay.
We are working, because when I came here last time, I said science must help us to ensure that we do things in an orderly manner, in a very Cartesian manner. That is with organization and method. Based on what we have, the resources and the planning, we should be able to know that by this time we should be able to finish. And that's the reason why we, together with the contractors and also the contractor and also the consultant, we're able to really ensure that we get a date. And that time, we're going to inaugurate with His Excellency President Adama Barrow. But that same day, we lay the foundation stone for Lot 3. That is the third phase.
Okay.
For the School of Medicine and Allied Health Sciences. Okay, that is state-of-the-art School of Medicine and Allied Health Sciences that's going to have 16 state-of-the-art medical laboratories.
So let me pick up on that last one. Last week we spoke to Professor Jang, the Gambian woman who's in the States been highly decorated. She's a veterinary professor and animal husbandry. We have chicken, goats, sheep, cattle, etc. And yet we estimate that we only have 15 veterinary surgeons in the Gambia. How do we attract more people into that particular profession?
Yeah, the objective was the School of Agriculture and Environmental Sciences was working on that to ensure that we later, introduce that program, and we owe it to our first president, Sadauda, a veterinary, medical surgeon, and so on. So it will not be nice, really, for a country.
And that was the point I made when we spoke to Professor Jang.
Not to have, at least after Sadauda, not to have, real specialists in that area. We owe it to him and for his legacy and for what he was able to do for the Gambia. And there should be that transition so that we have a generation of Sadaudas that will also help in that regard. So he's part of the plan. But for this one, it's going to now have a whole story building for school for medicine proper only, and it's with laboratories and so on. A whole story building for nursing and laboratories. A whole story building for public health. A whole story building for pharmacy.
Right.
Okay, because some years ago we had a crisis here because of the imported whatever, because we don't have enough specialists. And then also we're going to have a whole story building for the biomedical sciences. Those who really, the doctors and so on, they need the technicians in the labs. Who is training them? In essence, Mr. Drame, the ultimate objective is to address the malaise, the medical malaise that we're confronting with. For a long time, we've been crossing the border, going to Senegal, flying, going to Turkey sometimes, or sometimes trying to go to India and other places. And we have cases where sometimes we don't even reach our final destination.
I know somebody who we helped here at QTV who is flying on Wednesday to India for treatment.
So, that's a lot of money. But we are going to now, with this third phase of the Faraba Banta project with the School of Medicine and Allied Health Sciences, $37 million will be spent on that. Just one, to build the structures, two, to get the state-of-the-art laboratories, 16 of them, and three, to train. Because what is going to happen is early next year, we're going to now identify some lecturers within the School of Medicine and Allied Health Science, some doctors. We send them out to top-notch medical universities, send them for training from that funding. We are not going to wait for the School of Medicine and Allied Health Sciences to be completed, to be built, before we take action. You see, we need to build the human capital.
True.
Any country that develops is developed through that human capital, good brains, so that our own people now will be here in Banjul and treating specific cases, and you don't need to go out anymore.
So let me pick up on a slightly connected thing. We train doctors, we train nurses. I've just come back from a visit to the UK, and at the hospital in London where my uncle was being treated, I didn't see a single English person. All the doctors, nurses, right down to the cleaners were, I'm sorry to say right down, but including the cleaners, were Africans, in some cases a few Asians. How do we retain them? We train these people because these people attract, they come here, they advertise, they aggressively advertise for Gambian doctors, Gambian nurses, Ghanaian, Nigerian, Sierra Leoneans and so on. How do we both train and retain the ones that we...
Well, one is to enhance the conducive working environment, the working environment to be that conducive. And, but also, you see, for me, because I was trained outside the Gambia, so I cannot morally tell my brothers and sisters that you should not go outside the Gambia for whatever. When I city training, from my first year to my postdoctorate, I got the training outside in different countries, in Africa and in Europe. And also had the opportunity even to go out for other international conferences in America, in Canada, and other places. So I have no moral grounds to tell my brothers that you should not go. I'm very conscious of that. That out there, they also have very good structures. So therefore, the solution is not to stop our people from going. The solution is to train the maximum number of people, knowing that a good number of them will go. But then, when they go, others will stay.
True.
But, you see, we should not also be that worried about those going. Remember, any Gambian, the way our social fabric is, whenever a Gambian goes out, let's say to the UK or America, as a medical doctor or a nurse out there, every month, that person is sending remittances here in the Gambia.
And sometimes it goes beyond that, because, for example, in Sierra Leone, very quickly, they've formed this organization called TOSHPA, Organization of Sierra Leonean Health Professionals Abroad. And what they do is, every year, for 2 months, doctors who were trained in Sierra Leone, who now work in the UK, actually come back to Sierra Leone
home to...
at their own expense to work in the hospitals and the clinics.
Okay, nice.
Yes, and they've been doing that for 15 years. And I just wondered maybe we can try and encourage something similar for Gambian doctors in the UK and elsewhere to kind of do the same thing.
Yeah, that's in fact, that's what others will call the brain gain, as opposed to the brain drain. So the brain gain will really help, you cannot stop them, let them be there, but let them get the good pay over there, but they will see how to help, one, financially, through the remittances, two, coming, like we used to do when I was at the University of the Gambia, many Gambians, professors, were called upon to come and teach during the summer, but also, even during normal semesters, we had different approaches. They will come and teach, or some of them we are using online system, video conferencing and so on and so forth. They will be in America or in the UK or elsewhere, and then they do the teaching and so on and so forth. A good number of them serve, because of the system, the quality assurance system, they serve as external examiners. You get the point. So we were able to make good use of that. And then also, we have a case of somebody, one of the professors, for instance, at the end of the day, I have to mention him, he will forgive me, Professor Fall.
He's a friend of mine,
yes,
of course. Jibril Fall.
Jibril Fall. So we invited him as the guest lecturer for the convocation of the University of Gambia at that time. So that normally organizes 1 week before the convocation itself. So I said, okay, we're going to buy a ticket for you from UK to the Gambia. He said, no, don't, I buy my own ticket.
Yeah.
That's number one.
Sure.
Number two, he said, okay, because we're supposed to give you per diem for that. He said, look, Pierre, so what you do is what you're supposed to give me, okay, put it together, okay, and now give it to the student union.
Right.
I'm going to add something there. And you know what? How much he was able to give to UTG students?
Right.
$1 million.
Hey.
Oh, wow. from not receiving my
Professor Fall, you know, who was supposed to be paid by UTG, paid his air ticket and paid his per diem. He refused all that. And then now, in return, he was the one who gave UTG $1 million for the student union to start the first ever endowment fund.
Okay, that's.
I salute Professor Fall, and I've become emotional because I like people who are so patriotic.
Yeah, sure.
You see, I was there trying to push, thinking that I am I was the one who killed the lion.
Yeah, quite.
Just to notice that somebody somewhere is doing far better than me out.
Yeah.
You see,
Professor Fall is very, very patriotic.
So, and you see the Gambians are good people.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Sure. And they are out there ready to serve. And, you know, by the way, he's also helping generously as a member of the governing council of the CSU, Civil Service University, formerly USET. And there, he uses his own funds. Sometimes to come over, you know, buy his tickets to attend some meetings and all those things, and also even doing it online, but making efforts. We organized a conference. Here, you know, organized a conference where we were supposed to jointly pay for that. You know, his organization and my ministry. It's unfortunate up to now my ministry is yet to pay. But he was able to pre-finance everything. Right. You know? So this is something tangible, and this is just to buttress your point, and we should continue harnessing that, having a system. We will, for instance, for the Ministry of Higher Education, that's the reason why right from the word go, when I was appointed, I set up a what I called a Higher Education Advisory Committee. Right. It is composed of Gambian scholars, Gambian professionals, and professors in the diaspora, and some few people here in the Gambia who advise the ministry. So whenever we are planning something, we bring it to they serve as our lab. And you know, these are independent people. They will say whatever they want to say, and then you will be able to test the ground. If you're able to cross that group of people, then you know that it is good. Because these are professionals, and they are out there. They don't owe you anything. They will tell you the truth. And they don't have any vested interest to say, let me do this so that it comes to me.
I can get this. So finally, Professor, digitalization process in our education system. So what efforts are we doing?
Very good question, and very soon you will hear from us. And we've hired a consultant because we're going to have, we want to have an EMIS system, that is the Higher Education Management Information System. So we hired a consultant who will be here with us for 1 year, and then also we've prepared the TOR. We're waiting for no objection from the World Bank. And once that is done, you will see in the coming weeks the advert, so that we get a firm to come and work with this consultant, because we want that this consultant to play the role of a police officer to now defend our interests whenever this firm comes, so that whatever they do, they are doing it based on what we want. In between, the consultant has gone round to engage different stakeholders, those who are vested interest in whatever we're doing, because what we want at the end of the day, to have a system where in all of our universities, people will graduate from manual system. You stay at home you do any application,
Yeah.
you stay at home and get all the information. And this ministry also should not be going around paying for spending fuel and paying DSA to people, saying that data collection and all those things. That's the old norm. Yeah. You see, and you spend a lot of money on that and so on. What we want, we stay in our offices at the ministry. With the API, we have that link with all the other systems from our satellite institutions. So at any given time, within 1 minute, you ask for data, we get it. We press the button and get it. But what pleases me most, and that's why we are going for this, is we don't want a situation where people have to sit down and doing the analysis manually. We've gone that. Science has gone far beyond that.
Absolutely.
So we need to just press the button, and the system will be the one now doing the analysis
more
for
effective.
You. Yes.
I know he said last question, but I don't think we can let you go
without. We have
without
like 10 seconds.
Well, artificial intelligence, AI. Yes. We did a story last year where we went to the university, and I was horrified that on camera, students admitted that all they do is put the question into ChatGPT, it spews out an answer, and that's what they present. They don't touch it. How do we address that?
No, you see, AI is here to help us, like science in general, because that's the issue. But the issue is also is unethical. It's against the core values of universities. For you to now present what doesn't belong to you. That's what we call stealing.
Yeah, correct.
But it's academic stealing. So you should not present what doesn't belong to you. However, AI should be there like a library for you.
Yeah, correct.
Okay, so what you need an info, you ask, and it is provided to you instantly. You know, in those days, you go to the library, and I like that one. So going around to the library, and you take a book, you come and sit down, open, and so on. I like that.
And that's what I used to do.
Yeah, we should not.
And there was a joy
AI should
from
not
that.
push us to forget about that. The books
correct.
are there. We should enjoy that moment to really have that contact with the books. But we should also have the digital component, and the AI is there also to give us the information very rapidly. But when you get that information, you need to process it. It's like getting the information from the book written by Mr. Adrame. And you come and then now present it to the general public as yours. So you just need to ensure that you make reference. Okay, one to wherever the source, but also you ensure that at least there's a level of productivity from your end. Yes, you can code, but also indicate your source, but in the level, percentage-wise, the great chunk must come from you. What is your level of contribution?
There's an enjoyment of, okay, fine, let's say ChatGPT, it gives you an information. I mean, you looking at it and digesting that information, maybe you paraphrase it in your own words. Make it, you try to put what you also understand from it. I think it's important than just copying and pasting.
Yeah, even when you paraphrase. You see, the idea is when you are paraphrasing, yes, you are not giving verbatim what Mr. Balde has prepared somewhere. Okay? However, what you are paraphrasing is the idea of Mr. Balde. So intellectual honesty demands that you acknowledge that it comes from Mr. Balde.
Intellectual honesty.
That's
the point.
That's the point.
You made it clear.
So these are the, so when you paraphrase, you need to also indicate your source. But also, if you decide not to paraphrase, but you quote it verbatim, also indicate your source. You see, it will not harm at all if you come and tell people this is the good ideas from Mr. Ade, Mr. Dram, Mr. Balde, but I like that. I'm taking ownership of it also. But this is from their idea and I support that, and then nobody will crucify you. However, you cannot take what doesn't belong to you and you want to tell the whole world that it is yours. That is stealing.
Exactly.
That is stealing, and it is against the core values of a university. And I know you are pressed, but you don't have time. But remember, during convocation, and people need to pay attention to the statements of the deans. before the president now comes to now confer the degrees to them. The deans will always come and say that these people are found worthy, both in learning and in character.
Yeah.
Character means what they have, their results, their qualifications, all what they received, they've earned it. They did not cheat. They did not go for shortcut. They did their best. So at the end of the day, good character. You cannot be a criminal and then also wants to get a degree from a university. You see, I told my students some years ago that, you can't get do a test and you have A. It is there. A, you perform. Let's say in maths. So let me put it so that it becomes, you've done where you put 2 plus 2, you say is 4. It's obvious, and 5 plus 5 is 10. So obviously they have to give you the full mark. So nobody questioned that. But do you know that the university can deny you graduation, even though you have the best results?
So we can proceed. Director of giving us some time.
Prof
is definitely making sense here.
And it's a hot topic.
And the university can deny you, can deny you the graduation, because yes, academically you got it A, you got it excellent, whatever. But the other side, character. You are not of good character. You have been cheating here and there. You've been you don't represent the core values that the university represent. You are into other stuff. Based on that, the university senate and the governing council can invoke the law to deny you graduation. Because for you to graduate, you must have these two. Found worthy in learning, that's the academic side, you get it excellent and so on, but in character, that good character.
You wanted to say?
I said sometimes these applications, they'll make you lazy.
They can.
As a student.
I mean, I'm very old school. I mean, because sometimes somebody will send me something and I'll say, okay, let me run it through one of these AI engines. And within 5 seconds, it tells you that this was 100% generated by AI.
And there are detectors.
And there are ways you can detect. But it takes me back to, I'm very old school. I mean, I went to a school, Christ the King College in Sierra Leone, where because of the kind of academic excellence that the school had had for about 5-6 years before I even went there, one of my own classmates, I won't name him, but anybody watching, because we now have an alumni association here in the Gambia, they will know who I'm talking about. He was, as punishment, he was told to go and clean the teacher's common room, and he saw our exam papers. He stole them, took them to town and Xeroxed them, as you did back in the 1960s, and he wanted to share them. Nobody took a single paper from him. Not only that, for the rest of the year, I can tell you this, and as I said, some of my former classmates are here and they're watching, I was the only one in the class who would even speak to him. He was ostracized because they felt that this was completely dishonest. It was cheating. Everybody wanted to earn their marks by the sweat of their brow. They completely blanked him for the whole year. I was the only classmate who would speak to. And that tells you about what you're saying. You can get the academic. And if we had looked at those papers, we would have gotten good marks. But we would have felt dishonest. And that's about character.
So they go for shortcuts.
There's shortcuts.
And somebody who is ready for training, getting the skill sets, should not go for shortcut. Should be ready to work hard. And you earn it. You earn it. You earn your results. You earn your degree so that you can come out and function. And that's the reason why sometimes you see somebody will get good grades and he goes to a place of work, they give him a job and they cannot perform. How come that you're getting good grades and you cannot do this? Because somewhere at a particular time, you went for a shortcut. But if you're always ready to be drilled, and you were prepared for that. When you come, you go to a place of work. Even when they tell you today, you will respond.
I once helped somebody with their degree, thinking that what I had prepared was a draft, and so I said to her, "Can I see the finished product of
what you've written.
And she said, oh, I submitted it.
Oh, wow.
And she honestly, and this is not bragging, she got a first class. And I said, but that wasn't your work.
Yeah.
That literally was a draft, or so I thought. And it was extensive. And she said, no, I just presented it.
I think it was a good one, so I have to forward it.
But how do you feel?
Yeah.
Knowing that not single % of what you presented.
But you people are talking about conscience. But now this younger generation, there is no conscience in education.
Well,
all they are
but
after
there should
is,
be. And
I have to make it through university.
It speaks to what Prof says about character. It's about
character.
It's about
yes,
character.
it's important.
You know, and we need to kind of inculcate that in our
you see,
young people.
You see, education prepares you for many things. You know, as you know, there was a time I was acting vice chancellor.
Yeah.
You know, and many people wanted the position. Over close to 70 people applied, and there were others who wanted the position, though they did not apply, and so on and so forth. Everybody told me, apply, you know, so that you are confirmed as vice chancellor, and so on and so forth. So they woke up one day and saw me sending a press release that my job is to, that I will not apply, and my job is to preside over a system. And so that we get a substantive vice chancellor, I hand over to that person. I move from number 1 to number 2, and I will take instruction from that person.
Right.
You see, because you see, and when I was doing that, I refused to use the office of the vice chancellor. I was using my small office. That's where I was operating all along. Oh. When I was acting vice chancellor. Okay. Then the 2 vehicles of the vice chancellor, I grounded them. Okay. I refused to use them. Okay. So sometimes I will come out, my vehicle will have a problem. I said, mail them a lift. So they will bring a pickup and so to drop me, or I use a taxi to go. Wow. But I remember one of the officers at the facility said, but Prof, you are the vice chancellor for the time being. Yeah, this is the I said, exactly. It's not for me. Yeah, right. It's for the one coming. Yeah, right. So let's reserve these 2 vehicles for them. Because I don't know whether when they come, they'll have enough money to buy for him or whatever and so on. And you see, interestingly, that's what happened. Right, right. The same vehicle that I handed over to him, that's what they are using now. Oh. No, they have problem up to now. Right. You see, they want to buy one for him now and so on. But imagine if I started using it and later the vehicle had a problem. When he comes, what are they going to do?
They will like Prof the one who
character. And but you see, when you have you know, you in your work, you think about good character and so on, you are not going to lose. Many people thought that you know, like somebody told me, but how can you work for all these things and then later you just leave it to somebody to come and enjoy and so on and so forth. I said, you see, God reserves another station for me. I might go to a higher station or a lower station, but I'm likely to go to another station. Yes. But God knows best. So later the person came to my office and I became minister. He said, but were you referring to this when you talk about a lower station and a higher station?
But you never knew.
But you see, God will later now provide something for you.
As we say, that what I will for you,
the way things happen. So, and I think, and you've explained, and I want to congratulate you for refusing to bow, because that is it. You refuse to bow. You refuse to go for a shortcut. You refuse to go for something that is easy. But look at you today. When you speak, you know, people notice that this person has something to offer. When you do your work here, when some of us watching, they know that this, like people will say, this man's a big book. You get the point? So this is it, and nobody will take it from you. People will just appreciate. You see? But if you are there, you do not have what it takes, you are struggling, they will notice also that you are struggling. You went for a shortcut. And academia is not a place where people go for shortcut, number 1. Number 2, to build a nation, you need laborers. And the laborers is everybody who come forward and work hard. And you cannot. I always use examples here. You know, the camera is here. You have different camera. I'm a professor. I'm a minister. You take me there now to say this camera.
Operate it.
You will not function today because I cannot operate it.
Quite.
Because I did not get the skill set.
Yes.
That's right.
But if I think that
it's not just pressing button, or you need to zoom in and zoom out.
Even how to zoom. How to zoom first. That's number one. And then how to zoom out. So all these things you need to know.
Yes.
But if you are not trained and you think that life is that easy, let me go there because, Mr. Bale is there at QTV and Mr. Drame, they can give me a job, and you are given a job and you cannot do that.
Yeah, correct.
So what you need to get the skill set. So when you come, you deliver. Some of us in our houses will be watching. Things are so easy, we're just seeing nice pictures.
Yeah, right.
But we don't understand.
A lot of things are happening.
What is in the background?
Yeah, of course.
These are people who have skill sets. So the sum total of all these skill sets, this is what is bringing the quality out there.
Of course.
And that's why we tell students, do not compromise standards. Do not go for something easy. Okay? And that's why sometimes in my class in those days, I will tell you straight away, you will have a test that will be announced. But also, in my class, you should be prepared that you will come to class one day and then be told that same day you're going to have a test.
Yeah.
I want to see your performance. When I announce the test, okay, and you are given ample time to revise. And I also want to see your performance when you are not informed.
Yeah, quite.
When you are put on the spot. How are you going to perform?
This is it.
You get it? Do you have all the skill sets to do that? Because in the place of work, sometimes there are emergencies. When there's an emergency and your boss wants you to do X, Y, and Z, are you going to tell them, oh no, hold on, let me go back and read the book that Prof. Gomez gave me so that I understand before I can come and do the work?
And that's what I told one of the students who admitted this thing. I said, when you go to the workplace, your workplace will find you out because you do not have the opportunity to cheat in the way that you've cheated.
Yeah.
In a similar example I gave, I said, if your boss tells you to do something right now and you're sitting there in front of him or her and you can't perform, they'll say, well, hang on. Well, the degree you came with says you should be able to perform this. Why are you not able to do it? That's when you will get found out. And yeah.
And so it's very, very important to really work on this. But you talk about the other issues that we are doing, and I just want to inform that very soon, in the coming weeks, we're going to finalize the awards for the second set for our SIE fund, skills fund, so that we will support the TVET centers, give them funds so that they can upgrade their centers, get some materials for the teaching and learning, but also give stipend also to the students in those TVET centers.
We look forward to that. Yeah.
So thank you very much, Prof. Thank you very much.
We've enjoyed the chat.
A lot of his time here.
So it's a pleasure being here.
It's a pleasure having you here. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, so we hope to engage you more in the future, Prof.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
So viewers will be right back after the break.
Thank you.
Money e orange money Johnny weɓini nuldugol mbuuɗi mi yetoma joni hiɗa wawi nuldude mbuuɗi iwra ko Gambia ɗo yaha Sénégal e Q Money wallet ma on eyyi ko honno wonɗa e fadde mi yetoma udduto Q Money account ma on joni fuɗɗoɗa nuldude mbuuɗi e teriɓe ma rewa ɗon ka orange money nder Sénégal fi heɓugol hen ko laaɓi hiɗa wawi noddude Q Money customer care e 133 Q Money suñu kalpe ɗum no yaadi e sartaji.
Opticalia, Gambia's leader in optical care with 5 locations offering the best in visual health. With cutting-edge European technology, Opticalia delivers single vision lenses in just 20 minutes. At Opticalia, we care about our future. Eye exams are free for individuals under 18, ensuring everyone has access to quality eye care. But it's not just about vision. Opticalia also provides advanced audiology services to ensure your hearing health is in the best hands. Our audiology services offer European standard hearing aids and diagnostics, ensuring everyone can hear clearly. Whether it's testing or treatment, you can trust Opticalia for your auditory care. Opticalia offers European standard products, fair prices, and exceptional value all under one roof. Visit Opticalia at the Tropic Shopping Center near Senegambia or call us on 7767-121 or at any of our regional branches. Banjul 7767-126. Brikama 7767-123. Farafenyi 7767-124. Basse 7767-125. Opticalia. Love what you see and hear.
Kiu money aning orange money ye bulodi nyola pour ka kori kio sone yandi ka bonan Gambia banko kang kata Senegal banko kang aning Kiu money wallet eka mune batu imuna fan Kiu money account wala sign pour kadati ka kodoki iterimal anila dimbayal kana aning orange money Senegal ni lafta ku Senegal sotola je Kiu money customer care kumandi 133 Kiu money sunyu kalpe ning sartolle bala.
Q Money and Orange Money has just made money transfer easier. Now you can send money from Gambia to Senegal directly from your Q Money wallet. So what are you waiting for? Get your Q Money account now and start sending money to your friends and families through Orange Money in Senegal now. For more information, call our customer care on 133. Q Money, Sunu Kalpe. Terms and conditions apply.
Back. You are watching QTV this morning. I am Ibrahim Balde. Now let's shift our attention to majority of Gambian workers abscond in Spain, according to reports reaching QTV and QTV this morning. So we decided to invite Usman Sane, Principal Labor Officer at the Ministry of trade, right?
Yeah, Department of Labor.
Department of Labor, rather.
But trade is our line ministry.
It's your line ministry,
right.
So this is from the Department of Labor. So it's good to have you here, Mr. Sane.
Yeah, thank you.
First, is it true that there are Gambians that absconded? We just want to hear from you.
Yeah, we may not call it absconded, yeah, because this is something that they are just denying. Yeah, but what we can say is like there's time for them to return, and they don't return.
Mr. Ade, you've been the most experienced here and the one that understands issues. Should we say abscond? You know, to abscond means to
flee.
To flee, right?
Simply.
Okay.
As Usman Sane rightly says, sometimes you have to be very careful with words because they had a contract.
Exactly.
The contract said they had to go somewhere, report on a regular basis, and after the conclusion of that time, they had to return. They have failed to return. More than 90% of them.
We will now name them as abscond.
And so, yes,
Okay.
initially there were 3, weren't there, after the first week or so, and their names were issued on a press release.
Yeah, yeah.
And then subsequently 30 plus others. But if you could just update those who may not have seen our news report, where, as I said, you spoke quite eloquently about what the conditions were for them. If you could just update the public about what exactly the situation is, really.
Yeah, thank you, and then thank you for inviting me. And because right now this is a very
hot topic,
in the country as of now. Yeah, it's true. You know, we've signed an agreement with the Kingdom of Spain, which we were all aware of. The Prime Minister was here, and the President was there. They signed the agreement to recruit Gambians who are interested in working in the agricultural sector, basically in the agricultural sector in the Kingdom of Spain. And then the idea was one, because we've seen since 2004, 5, 6, you know, this back way started. You know, people are going. We've seen that a lot of people have lost their life in the desert, in the Mediterranean Sea. You know, some are still, you know, in detentions in Libya. When you mention them, Libya, Tunis, Algeria, these northern African countries.
Sure.
Yeah, and then one way to address that, because as a government, it's our principal responsibility to ensure that our nationals are protected wherever they are. Yeah, and then if you see that your nationals are moving and then, you know, they are having a lot of issues along the line, you know, you should come with alternatives, you know, to address that. Yeah, and then one of that alternative is, you know, to create irregular pathways. Yeah, because this one is in line with the Global Compact for Migration, which Gambia is a champion country. Right now, we are prioritizing all the 23 objectives. And then 2 objectives are critical when it comes to labor migration, objective 5 and objective 6. You know, 5 talks about creating irregular pathways. Yeah, and then 6 is talking about fair recruitment, you know, to ensure that they are fair and ethically recruited. Yeah, so we all know, even in our homes, if you don't want people to take a back way, what do? You open the front way. Yeah, so the reason why people are going through the back way is like they apply visas, they don't get visas, you know, to get into the European countries. So that's why people are using the back way to go through. So, and then we see that, you know, it's high time. We cannot stop it, but we can reduce it significantly. Because if I should sit here and say that we want to stop it, you know, I'm faking the public.
It's an impossibility.
Yeah, this is something that you cannot fake. And then migration is a right. It's part of fundamental human right for people to move. You know, this is something that we found here. This is something that we're gonna die and leave it here. Yeah, we cannot stop it. Yeah, but with regards to the current situation, when this agreement was signed, it was signed in August 2024. Yeah, you know, it took a long time before the implementation starts. And then I heard that many people are saying that this is a failed thing. Until suddenly everything started up. Yeah, so these people were recruited here. You know, the first batch, we interviewed about 117 that were recruited, shortlisted for interview. Yeah, and then out of that 117, the employer need only 39. Yeah, so meaning that you know, 3 were shortlisted for each position. Yeah, so they interview them because we don't participate in the interview. Yeah, the Spanish themselves interview them. The interview was done by video conference. Yeah, so they have a delegation, you know, who's representative from the embassy in Dakar, you know, who was on the ground to facilitate that interview. You know, whilst the farmers are in Spain, so they interview them. So they select these 39 people. You know, we process, when they are done with the interview, I think 2, 3, 4 days later, they send us a list of people that they selected. Yeah, so these are the people that we are selected.
So all 100 and whatever were interviewed?
Yes, all 117 were interviewed. Yeah, so 39 was selected, and they sent us this list that these are the people that we selected. So process their documentation. So, you know, we request them to bring their passport, you know, certificate of character, medical certificate. These were translated into Spanish. Yeah, and then the guy from the embassy of Dakar came, collect all the documents, go with them to Dakar, you know, via the embassy in Dakar, because the embassy also need to authenticate them. Yeah, so, you know, we wrote to the embassy through Minister of Foreign Affairs for them to waive that authentication, because you know, you go there, you have to pay.
Exactly.
Yeah, but we wrote to the embassy via the Minister of Foreign Affairs.
And they did that, of course.
Yes, and then they waive, you know, that stamp due.
That's right.
Yeah, so this document were stamped, and then they were submitted to the embassy, and then they were given issued visa. This worker, they didn't even go to Dakar for interview.
Quite.
They were here. Their passports were taken to Dakar.
They gave them visas.
Yeah, they gave them visas.
No fingerprints. Nothing.
Nothing. Now,
wow.
There was something you addressed when one of the journalists said that perhaps it was because of the way they were being treated, and you gave a very interesting answer about the conditions in which they found themselves once they had gone to Spain. And I just wondered if you could just either repeat in full or paraphrase, because you talked about the conditions, the fact that they had a vehicle at their disposal, etc., etc. I wonder if you could just tell us and the viewers.
Yeah, because when the visa came, you know, we invited them for a pre-departure orientation. We have 2 orientations with them, 2 sessions with them. You know, we talk to them, you know, about the conditions of the agreement. You know, this is a pilot. You know, thousands of people can benefit from it. So you are the first batch. You know, this is the first experience.
You are ambassadors
as ambassador. This is the first experience as a country. And then you are going. We cannot guarantee that when you go, you're not going to encounter problems. We cannot guarantee that, because even us ourselves here, we have encountering problems in our workplace. Yeah, but these are things when you encounter problems, let us know, then we work on them, because this is going to be for the next 4 years. Yeah, because you will be going and coming for the next 4 years. Yeah, and exactly that's happened. You know, when there are visas are here, then the employer send us the ticket. Yeah, their tickets, and then they left the country. If the first one when they are leaving, in fact, that particular night, I understand that the minister was supposed to travel, but he was at the airport that particular night, you know, to bid a farewell to them. And he also has a session to them, advise them, you know, how important this is, you know, for the country, for them, and then their brothers and sisters who are also on the verge of going. Yeah, so they went 24th and 25th of June, you know, so they were there. When they went, they arrived, you know, they signed the contract. We haven't even seen the contract that they signed. Yeah, so, you know, they started work. Yeah, so the environment is okay. Yeah, because I'm the focal person. I have direct interaction with them because, you know, because ministry is there, it's the main ministry, Department of Labor is responsible for this, and then my unit that deal with recruitment of job seekers, registration of job seekers and vacancies, you know, public employment service. So I'm responsible for this. So that's why I'm here. I'm seen as a focal point. Yeah. So I'm in contact with them day in, day out, you know, to find out what is the problem, what are some of the challenges. Yeah. But there was no single day that they called me. These are the challenges that we have. You know, somebody even called me. I said, Usman, no, this place is very good. It's very fine. Yeah. So here is okay. You know, they are, you know, just like though they are far from the town.
From the town, yes.
You understand? They are far from the town. You are saying like maybe from Westfield to Banjul, it can be estimated like Westfield to Banjul.
That's right. Yeah. To me, so it didn't sound too far, like 9 kilometers. Or something.
Yeah. So they are talking about that. Yeah.
That far, really.
So they are stationed there, and then everything is there. You know, their rooms. You know, they have air conditions. Even their bathroom, they have heaters. You know, if you want, you bath with cold water. If you want, you bath with hot water. Right. You understand? So you know, they have a designated place for eating. You know, there are fridges. You know, they have everything there basically. They even organize themselves. They have a box there. They pray Friday prayers there. You know, their documents are with them. You know, they don't take any documents with them from them. They give them a brand new vehicle. You know, because one of them, you know, told me that I'm a driver. I'm the driver here, and then they give me a brand new vehicle, 0 mileage, brand new vehicle, just for their errands.
Yes, correct.
Yeah, if you need something, then the driver, you contact the driver will take you. They also give them 7 bicycles. So these people are there, they are free. They work Monday to Friday. Saturday, Sunday, they don't work.
So maybe that's the type of enjoyment they want to continue enjoying. You cannot cut that short and tell them to
But everything is done.
come. But were you expecting when they were leaving, were you expecting these people, they'll come back? What is the percentage of you saying no, they will not come back?
No, because for us, you know, we are sure that they will come. Yeah, because the way they were interacting with them. And then also, this is not something, is one time, that if you go, you come, you don't go again.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, this is something that you continue for the next 4 years. Yeah. In fact, when they start work, you know, they register them with immigration. You know, for residential and then work permit for 4 years. Okay. Their permits will expire in 2029. You understand? And then even with that one, even if they went for, because they go group by group, you know, if this group go, they give them VIP treatment. They told me that whatever the police are doing, the moment they arrive, they stop that, they attend them, you know, and then they go. They were given VIP treatment.
These people, they should have been ambassadors of the country.
Exactly.
They should have at least given chance to others. I mean, you know, the Europe, once you travel, once you get a visa, you moved. I mean, your subsequent visa will not be very easy, difficult. Yeah. Even you can go personal by yourself. Yeah. So it's a bit. So how many people are now there, or are they all gone?
No, 6 return.
Oh, they are already here?
6, the 6 are already here.
Back,
okay.
Yes.
The 6 are already here.
Okay, come here, what the people are going to tell those 6.
Yeah.
Why did you people return? Right. You don't need something good for yourself.
Yeah, but interestingly, the permit, because the information that we get from the remaining is they are waiting for the permit, their appointment to go and collect their cards. Okay. Yeah. So as government, I discussed this because, you know, when they called me, they told me that, you know, their contract has ended, you know, and then right now there is no work. The work is completed. Yeah. So, but they want the contract to be extended. I say, okay, but this one is going to be difficult. So, what is going to be our justification now? Yeah, sure. Because we need to have a justifiable reason, you know, to request the employer for extension of the contract. Sure. Yeah. So I say, okay. I contacted the guy in Dakar, and then he told me, anyway, if the contract ends, there is no work, it will be difficult for the employer to extend their contract. He said, Usman, no, now what is going to be your justification? I said, this is why I call you. You know, yeah, because for me, I'm also out of justification, reasons, you know, to pursue that. And then, you don't know, but usually this is the first time. It's usually short. Even the Senegal experience is like that. It's short. But you see that the next season, they will go early and then they'll have enough time. They can have even 6 to 7 or even 7 to 8 months, you know, working there. But this is the first time. This is very short. And then, you know, there are, you know, because we opened application in February. Yeah. And then interview was in May, between February and May. Many people are saying that, no, the government is faking, you know, this will not happen and all that stuff. You understand? Because there are a lot of things that are going in and out. Yeah, so, and then it went the level that, you know, this is a bilateral between two countries, you know. So they say, okay, despite that now the time is short, but we just want them, you know, to just to come and experience. Next season when they come, you know, there will nothing like training and all that stuff.
So now do we have a chance of going again?
Anyway.
What is the Spain, I mean, Kingdom of Spain authorities saying? Gambia, are we banned?
We are not yet banned, because these people are given until 6th of October.
To return?
To return.
Yes.
I bet they will never return.
Yeah, so and then now when they are coming, they have to buy their own ticket, tickets.
Oh, wow, that makes it more difficult.
Yeah, because the employer has already buy the ticket and they didn't return. Yeah, that was on the 6th of September. Yeah, they should return on the 6th of September. Okay, and then right now their visas also expired because their visas expired on the 9th.
So they are on the run.
So now you can see that they are illegal even in Spain.
They are on the run.
Yeah, so they are illegal. So this is why, you know, when we discuss, when I discussed with the guy in Dakar, and I know that there is no way to convince the employer to extend because right now there is no work because they themselves confirm that the work is finished.
It's done.
Even their other colleagues from Pakistan, you know, from Romania, they all left. Nobody's there. You understand? So the man told them that the work is finished. Now
you have to return.
Yeah, the ticket is here, so you have to return. The next season you come. You understand? But what they are arguing is like they are waiting for their card. Yeah, their permit.
The immigration.
The card, yes. Yeah. So, and then I discussed this with Piers. Piers told me, look, talk to them, tell them, let them come. We will facilitate bilaterally to bring their card.
So it means they want to give them a resident card.
Card, yeah. But right now they already have the statement. It's just like when you go to immigration, they take all your info, they give you a statement, they say next, they give you an appointment, come for your card. What is in the statement is the same thing what is on the card.
Yeah, go ahead.
You understand? Yeah, so we told them, look, we are government. This is government-to-government agreement. This is not personal agreement. Yeah, and then as a government, you see how, you know, our immigrations and immigrants are pursuing day in, day out. Those who don't have papers, when they say the immigration, what do? They start running. Yeah, so we will not advise you to stay in somebody's country beyond the required time. You understand? Because this is government, and this is, you know, we are serious about that. Because what we will not accept in our country, we will not accept in other country. So now the visa is about to expire. Come before the visa expires, because when the visa expires, now you become illegal. Yeah, and then the document, the card that you say you are waiting for, when are you going to get that? You don't even know. You understand? So now what we'll advise you, come back. When the cards are ready, we'll use the same diplomatic channel, you know, to bring your cards.
Maybe they think you people, you are too bureaucratic.
Yeah.
So the stuff of a government is too long and slow.
Yeah, but when they are sitting here, we use the same diplomatic channel to apply a visa for them.
But that was
nobody go
from February to
No. The interview was done in May. The interview was done in May. We apply for the visa in May.
Okay.
You understand? Yes, we do the interview in May. After the interview, you know, they send us the list.
So what are we going to do with this? Because most of my brothers are sitting and waiting.
Yeah, and then interestingly, right now we recruited the second batch already. They are interviewed. 50 were selected already.
Oh,
yes.
Wow.
50 is currently waiting.
That would be hard.
Yes.
Why didn't you select Tijan, Edu?
We
have Seh Humanga. All these people are here.
29
males. So the 50 who are waiting, what is the... They're effectively in limbo, I guess. but we don't know what
Yes.
the Spanish.
They're in a big limbo. I cannot even tell you what their fate is right now. You know, they will be calling, because I say you pray, because right now for you people, you need life support, so you're on the oxygen.
And for me, the thing that has shocked me is that when I go online, I see some of the comments from people
supporting it,
supporting the ones who
supporting the idea,
saying, well, you know, migration is a human right. Why are we ostracizing these people? Well, you're jeopardizing something for everybody else.
Exactly.
Out of selfishness. And you know, and I've responded. I dive in to these comments on Facebook and some of them on YouTube, and I said, no, it's wrong. Don't condone something that's wrong, because you're harming everybody else.
Absolutely.
If it's wrong, you know, it's just 39 people, and then you've spoiled it for everybody else.
And if it was going to reduce the amount of people that will lose their life on the illegal migration, at least,
because you're giving them an avenue that is legal, you know, and it's, as we said, they can go and come back. They can go and come back multiple times if you know that's good. And of course, eventually, they might even get you know, residency.
No, that's it. Yeah,
because
that is the end. After the 4th year, you are qualified to apply for a permanent residence. You know, if you happen to secure that, you can stay in Spain.
Probably
you can go with your family and settle in Spain.
Maybe they did not read the agreement as well.
No.
These are things that we told them
in
local language that they understand.
Okay, I am pretty sure.
Yeah, and then we are given like 350 slots. Yeah, so it's 39 is the first.
Yeah, quite.
Yeah, so even that's what I told them. I told them, look, imagine, you are going for a hustling, right? What are you telling your people back home? Pray for us. 311 is waiting.
Waiting, go on.
So now, 311, when you average, maybe each and every one, you spoil 10 people's chance. So do you think that 10 people will pray for you? Do you think that you will succeed?
And I'm pretty sure the 50 that are on standby, every day they are causing these people.
Yeah, of course.
In between prayers.
Because now they are
wow,
they block their chance.
Unfortunately, this is unfortunate. So finally, I mean, you from the Labour Department, I would definitely love to have a special program with you.
No problem.
I have problems with the Labour Department. I think you people are nowhere to be seen. You know, we don't hear about the Labour. In fact, I didn't even know we have a principal officer.
Because you haven't been watching QTV News.
Yes, but the thing is,
I've been coming here. This is not my fault.
Yeah, so we will definitely have a special program on what you people do, so that we understand exactly. You people are here, and you know, we can also look into some of your responsibilities as a Labour Department.
That will be fine.
Yeah, that would be. We'll make an arrangement, inshallah. So, Mr. Adedrame, thank you very much.
Pleasure.
Yes, thank you very much, Mr. Usman Sane. Next time, take me, take Seftijan, take Edu and Sehu Manga. We will definitely come back.
Oh, we will come back.
He is our guarantor. Yeah, so viewers, until then, we'll be back here tomorrow. Enjoy the rest of our programs. Bye.